So hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm so glad you eventually got here. Everyone was buckling, who couldn't seem to get the place. And here's Ephraim. So let's get him in studio. He's also here. So it's going to be a busy day today. We have up-and-coming designers. We have profile designers. We also have the CEO of SF Fashion Week in studio.
Oh, awesome.
So this is your chance to actually ask the proper questions and get your foot in there.
Awesome.
So we're talking about your being a finalist for the current Elle New Talent Design Award.
Yes.
How did you get to find out about it?
Well, being at LISOF and being a fashion student, I've always known about it. I've had friends who've entered in the past, and I've always watched the shows at Fashion Week. And so it's always been kind of like a dream to enter and try and become a finalist. And I entered, and now I am.
Okay, so did you have to submit a particular motivation or a garment? What?
We had to submit storyboards. So we had to do 8 looks. The theme for the brief was show us your pattern. And we had to submit the storyboards with our sketches, technical drawings, motivation, inspiration, and all of that.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just seeing... Lucille, yeah, please, could you go get Lucille? It's hectic. All right, so Samantha, what do you plan to do with it? Are you going to be an official designer eventually, or is this just a pastime? You just so happen to have the talent for it?
Well, no, definitely I'd like to become a designer. That's obviously where my heart lies, is in the design. So that's the stream I'm trying to follow.
Sorry, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23?
Yes.
And eventually you want to get into design?
Yes.
What kind of stuff?
Oh, well, as a young designer, I'm still kind of finding my feet and finding my unique aesthetic. I've noticed quite a few trends in the way that I design, and that's a lot of structure versus flair. I do quite feminine clothing, but yeah, like I say, still finding out, still discovering new things about myself.
And what's your strongest points? Do you think you have a strong point?
I don't know. Like I say, I like to play with a marry of contrast. So I like to mix fit and flare, light and dark, strong and soft, those sort of contrasts, yeah.
All right. And then after the competition, what happens with you?
Well, that depends whether I win or not.
So if you don't win, then what happens?
Well, I definitely like to pursue design. It's what I love and what I love to be doing, and I've really enjoyed this whole process. So I'd definitely love to continue being in Fashion Week, or trying to have my own shows and stock shops.
Obviously, I'm assuming you've been to some of the fashion weeks, correct?
Yes, I've been to all of them. Yeah.
All right. And then obviously, if you do win, you get to showcase there.
Yes.
Do you have an idea of what you're going to be presenting?
I actually do.
You do?
I'm always a season ahead.
It's only like a week or two away, so have you got your clothes done?
Oh no, yes, that's all been done. That we had fittings last week Saturday, so that's all ready. Well, sort of. And yeah, that's going to be next week Thursday night is the Elle New Talent show.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'll also give you an opportunity to ask some questions to the person who might hold your future in their hands. But that's coming up a bit later on. Thanks for being here, though.
Thank you.
And good
Thanks
luck so much with the competition.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, Brian Fatil, like a token on Voice of WITS. It's Duda on Voice of WITS, 90.5 FM, Lucky Token on GMB, 14 minutes past 9. And today it's all about trending and fashionable Wednesdays, and we have a studio filled with people, and it's all fashionable people, from the top lady to top designers and to the up and coming. We just had a chat with Samantha, who's one of the finalists for the Elle New Design competition. And Samantha, I decided, well, since we have Lucilla, who's the CEO of SF Fashion Week in studio, how's about you ask her a couple of questions?
Oh, okay. Hi, Lucilla. Well, let's think. I was wondering, as a finalist in Elle New Talent, if you win, you obviously get a chance to showcase again at South African Fashion Week. And what about the rest of the very talented designers who don't end up winning? Would they be able to showcase it all or have a chance?
Yeah, well, we've always said that everybody at that sort of gets nominated are winners, essentially. Those are the top and the future for next year. So it all depends on what you do with your future. It's unlike Lucky said, the future is in my hands. The future, your future, is exactly in your hands. And I think the sooner everybody realizes that, the better, because then you start working for yourself. Regarding you or the winner, whoever wins the competition, they will get the opportunity to show at the next Fashion Week as a designer, as part of the New Talent competition. And then we start guiding you. We start guiding all the designers. So if you want to and FMR will tell you, if you want to, or if you are serious about design and serious about the business of fashion, which means taking your talent and turning that into money, then Fashion Week is right behind you with guidance, mentorship, plans, how to market yourself and how to do things so that you can grow your business, because that is what we do. We grow the designer businesses for them.
That's good to know.
Well, thank you, Samantha.
Thank you for having
the time.
me.
And appreciate Lucilla coming into studio. I mean, I know you probably have a hectic week, especially with the SA Fashion Week coming up. Plus, we have Annika who's going to come through as well. Speaking of being part of the finalists of the Elle New Talent Award that's just happening, and the winners announced next week, Thursday. Quite exciting stuff. Really appreciate it. So excited to be in studio. Really excited. Annika has just joined us in studio as well. Speaking about being a finalist for the upcoming finals of the Elle magazine's New Talent Design Awards. So, Annika, tell us a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Pretoria.
Yeah.
I graduated from LISOF in 2009.
Uh-huh.
And I've been working in the fashion industry ever since. And basically, I just love fashion and I love designing and I love everything about it. So that is me in a nutshell.
Okay, so you've always been a kid who likes designing, or has it always been a thing for you since you were young, or it's just a new thing that came about?
It is definitely not a new thing, because my Barbies each had a couture gown, which they couldn't take off because I actually sewed it onto their bodies.
Uh-huh.
So it's forever been really a passion of mine. So I couldn't see anything else for myself.
So personally, ideally, where would you like to go with your career as a designer?
I think as a designer, I would like to go and work for Karl Lagerfeld at Chanel first.
Uh-huh.
I think the knowledge that
That's
he
great
has,
ambition.
I need to learn 7 languages first, but
Yeah.
I'll do that. I think the knowledge and everything that he has and that he can pass on, I think that's incredible. And
For you consider him as the ultimate designer?
Yes, definitely, definitely. He is I love him so much.
Right.
If I can be him for a day, I would. Grey and everything.
So just tell us a bit more about the type of designer you are. What kind of structures do you have in your designs?
I do very wearable clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think when everybody sees it, they say, wow, I can really wear that. So I like to infuse different styles. I like to do like a classic shape, but with a futuristic line. Not like just a straightforward eclectic vibe or a bohemian vibe or anything. I like to mix it up. So.
And based on the given theme, because obviously it's show us your print, is there a specific type of look that you're going for your range this time around?
Well, I did. It was actually showing me your pattern. So I did interpret it into a way that I took the pattern of my life and the pattern of a storybook and the way that a storybook is compiled. So I did all of that, and on the runway you'll also see that I also have a pattern in my clothing. So it comes in with a print on silk screen on shirts and dresses, and then also with collars. So it creates a pattern throughout the whole show. So that was my interpretation.
I asked David Claudia this question. Do you consider yourself as a passionate designer, or you're a structural designer?
It's a bit of both for me, I think, because I do have my intentional ideas are about the passion, and then I translate it into the structure. So I think it's a bit of both, and I won't connect with one over the other.
All right.